Welcome back to the Shabby Chic Vintage Chick page. I hope you are subscribing and hitting that notification button because we have some really cool crafts. This is the easy peasy Dollar Tree hack for a door gnome. Let's gather our supplies and get started. We're going to use 2 of the Dollar Tree trees, and I chose white. You can choose green if you want, but I thought the white looks super cool for his beard. So we're just going to take the stands and get rid of those. We're going to remove the little nubbies on the end that hold the feet in place. We won't be needing those as well. And then we're simply going to start fanning out our first tree. Now we want to keep this totally flat, guys. So all we're doing is fanning it out, kind of fluffing it up. And that long piece on the top, you're going to want to make sure to bend that down because well, maybe you want a big point, but I don't want a big point on mine. So just continue by fluffing it out. And you can see how easy this is. There's not a lot of branches to deal with in the first place, so it makes a great backer for his beard. Now the second one, you're going to want to cover up all these little spaces on the stem. So we're going to keep it full in the front, but we're still going to spread out some of the side pieces. So we're just kind of fluffing it up and bending them out. Now that big long one, of course, we're going to tuck back in there. Now there's a few in the back that are kind of twisted, and I want to make sure that the back side is totally flat so that these can really, squash together really well. But keep in mind, you want to keep that stem covered. So he's basically going to be like a 3-sided tree when we're done with this. Perfect. See the fullness? It's absolutely amazing. Okay, so now we have to join these together. So we're going to zoom in and get a little bit of a closer look here in a minute. But, oh, wait, sorry. Just, these guys aren't laying quite right. There we go. They were a little too long, so I just folded in the tips. Okay, so we're looking really good here now. Keeping that stem covered. So you can take wire. Now, this one is a heavier wire. I would have preferred it in silver, but my silver one is just a little too thin. But the silver would have hid much better in there. So instead, I decided to grab some white zip ties. And these turned out to be actually the better choice. They're much easier to deal with. So let's get a closer look here. And we're going to put it underneath both of those stems. And we're just going to pull it tight. Easy peasy. Now we're going to take some scissors and we're going to snip off the end. We don't need that sticking out and poking anybody. Just make sure you're you're cutting right above that little square that you've threaded that through, right? You don't want to uncut that. Now the next part, I am going to show you how you can do it with wire if you want, but you'll see the difference because I'm also going to show you with a zip tie. So you would cut a piece of wire. And we're just going to go underneath the tree and kind of wrap the 2 stems together. Now, the problem with this is you've got to really push down on the tree while you're twisting. And I don't know about you guys, but my knuckles tend to hurt. Maybe it's because I craft too much. But it's a little awkward, where if you take the zip tie, as I'm going to show you right now, and you put it underneath the 2, when you thread it through there and give that a good tug, it really squashes it together so much better than I could ever get with the wire. So I'm just going to snip off that edge. Now you don't need both, obviously. I just wanted to show you the difference. So here's how loose that wire is. Even though I pushed down as hard as I could, it's still very loose. So I'm just going to take that off. It's not necessary. All right, so we want to cover that stem back up. So just fold down your pieces again. Just make sure it's all nicely fluffed. Of course, you could do this after you add your embellishments. Okay, so we're almost done fluffing. I just can't help it. I just keep wanting to touch it. Sorry. I'm sure you're the same way. Okay, so we do need another piece of wire. Now that, again, as I said, was too thin of wire. So I'm going to go with my gold. You're not going to see it anyways. But I'm going to cut probably about a 12-inch length. And I'm just going to twist it around my stem. Now, I did go through where the zip tie is because that's going to help hold it in place. And I'm going to twist that one end snugly just to hold the wire there. I'll show you what you're going to do with that other end in just a moment. Now, I hope you're enjoying this project. So at this moment, I am going to remind you to subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out. So for the next part, you're going to need to choose a hat. Now, all of these I have picked up over the past couple of years at the Dollar Tree. I decided to go with this super long, cute, striped candy cane kind of style hat. I don't need the tag there, so I'm just going to cut that off. But what I'm going to do next is I'm going to grab some stuffing. Now, keep in mind when you're adding your batting or your stuffing to the hat, you don't want to stuff it too firm. Otherwise, it's going to stand straight up. And we're really looking for that sock style hat that's going to flop down beside his head. Now, I don't want it to look totally floppy, so I am adding a little stuffing right down to the end, but I don't want it too firm. So I just keep playing around with it. It's kind of bunched up in little sections in there so that I can figure out where I want it to fold and bend. So we're going to need a little more still. Okay, so we're just getting them all packed in there. It does take quite a bit, guys. Okay, so now I want to take that wire and I want to thread it up the back. And I'm going about 1/3 of the way up. Now, it's totally up to you how high you want his hat to stand. But that's kind of what I chose because I wanted definitely that long sock floppiness down the side of his face. So you're just simply going to poke that through the fabric. It's really easy to do. And then we're going to add a rattin ball for a nose. I thought this was a super cute idea. I bought a bag of them in the home decor area of the Dollar Tree. And it's going to look perfect. So we're going to take a dollop of glue from our Surebonder glue gun. I absolutely love this glue gun, guys. If you don't have one, you absolutely need it. Did I say absolute way too many times? Possibly. Okay, so a dollop of glue on the back and just place it on the center of your new gnome beard or the branches. Now I'm just going to fold over the front flap. And I'm going to take another bead of glue with the cordless Surebonder glue gun, guys. I love it. And they don't pay me to say that. I seriously just love it. Okay, so we're going to kind of squish it all down into place. Now, see that little crease just above the nose in that hat? That got me thinking that I love some more bunches in there. So I'm going to add a little more glue in there. And I'm going to kind of pinch the fabric together. Then I'm going to add another little dollop here, and I'm going to pinch that together and just give it a little squeeze to hold it until it, really holds. There we go. That's going to hold it perfectly. Okay, so I'm going to have to flip this over and fold over the edge. We're going to want to make sure that that back stays on there really well too. So another little line of glue. Oh, we're going to need another glue stick. Sorry about that. Okay, so add a little more glue and then press it down into place. So what do you guys think of this project? I'm hoping that you're commenting in the comments below because I love going back and chatting with you all. So please do that. Let me know what you think of this project. Give me any ideas that you would do differently. I would love to hear your feedback. Now, on the end of that wire that we have poking through the hat, I'm actually twisting it around my fingers just once. I know it looks like a lot more. And then I'm kind of wrapping it around itself. And then I'm taking needle nose pliers and just kind of pinching that all together. I just don't want that little, sharp edge to get me every time I take this up and down off my door each year. So what do you guys think? I'm thinking we need embellishments. Oh, I have to add a little more. So I've got these Dollar Tree poinsettias and I'm just going to pull one off the stem and I'm also going to grab the leaves there. And I'm just going to put a little dollop of glue over here and set my leaves down on there. Now watch your fingers because it is super hot. And then I'll add another dollop of glue just to hold that poinsettia in the center. Now, of course, if you wanted to add a bell or I don't know, what else would you add there? I think the poinsettia looks pretty, but I would love to know what you're going to add. Okay, so these are picks. Now, I'm sure, you can buy them in a lot of places. I happen to have some on my website, so if you're interested and you can't find them somewhere else, jump on over to our website and check it out. That, of course, is in the description below. We also have a lot of other goodies, guys, that we're not using in this project, but you might, Anyways, I'm not trying to sell you something. Let's just carry on with our gnome. Okay, so I just kind of tuck them in there. Now the end piece is sticking out a little bit, so I'm kind of just bending it over, and it's going to catch on that glue spot from the poinsettia because it's not quite cooled yet. So that worked perfectly. And then I got thinking, I have some more of these picks, but they're in the clear kind of blingy, more like crystal-y looking. And just to add a little extra to his beard. Now, of course, you don't need to because he is awesome on his own. But I love to bling it up just a little bit. So I'm going to shove a few of those picks up in there as well. Now, because they're wire, just by bending a few of the little pieces around with the tree, they're staying right in place. I don't even have to use glue. And trust me, it is now on my door. And I have slammed the door several times, making sure it's closed tight and those picks are not falling out. Now, if you guys love this project, please jump over to our Facebook page, share your finished picks there. We love to see them. And until next time, I hope you really enjoyed this. I can't wait for your feedback, and make sure you like and subscribe. Thanks.